Hey guys, Joe here from Foolproof. We're here today in Pascagoula, Mississippi. We're going to hit a few liquor stores, see what we can find. May hit one or two over in Moss Point. Let's get this bourbon hunt started. Okay, so first store was Thunder's Liquor here in Pascagoula. The lady was a little unsure about me filming in there, so I got a card for the manager and the store owner, and I'll get back with them later on and hopefully get some footage. But we were able to make a pretty good score here. Got some a benchmark single barrel, something I've literally never seen here, at least in my area. So it was really cool to find that. Let's go on to the next store. Okay, this next liquor store is Liquor Unlimited here in Pascagoula.
This lady mentioned this used to be a Heaven Hill product not long ago, and it's distilled in Bardstown. Drop a comment down below if you know anything about that. Okay, this store has a nice little selection. Starting here on the shelf, we got some Bardstown, some Ben Holiday, Breckenridge. Put me a comment down below if any of y'all have had the Breckenridge. I haven't tried any of it myself, or the Brothers Bond. I see it everywhere. Heaven's Hill, definitely a great, mid-level pour. Can drink that any day of the week. Got some Joseph Magnus, some Kentucky Owl. Got some Jefferson here in the case. A little bit of barrel, just a few barrel products. We don't see a whole lot of barrel stuff around here. The store owner was telling me about this time they actually got some Van Winkle stuff in and they used it in a raffle. The customer that got it was obviously super excited, so that was kind of cool. Of course, moving on, we've got some gin. It's got some Canadian whiskey going on here. Here's some Yellowstones. Haven't tried any of the Yellowstone yet. Let me know down in the comments what you think about their products. Of course, the Woodford Double Oak. This is one of my daily picks. I love the Woodford Double Oak. I would reach for that bottle any day of the week. A little bit of Whistle Pig, some Uncle Nearest. Anybody know anything about these L.W. Sinclairs? This is about one of the first times I've seen them. I'm sure it's a normal bottle. Would love to find a double oak in that Sagamore. Of course, the Old Forester 1920s, really good pour. Got some of your flavored whiskeys here if you're into that. Got this Nulu toasted. I really want to try this bottle. I came close to getting this that day. Of course, the Larceny and the Knob Creek 9. That's a really good bottle. That Knob Creek 9 single barrel 120 proof for $61. Long Branch and Wild Turkey Rare Breed, the rye and the bourbon. Definitely want to try that out sometime. Got the Old Granddad Bonded. Really good pour for $23. Got some Four Roses. Haven't got into the Four Roses stuff yet, but that Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel, that is one of my favorites for $66. Haven't tried any of the Hershes yet. Anybody know anything about those? Green River, I hear good things about the Green River stuff, but all I ever see is just their standard bourbon around here. Hopefully as we expand out a little bit in our bourbon hunts, we'll find more of it. Of course, Crittenden's always a good bottle. I hear the Davidson Reserves are really good. The Bernheim, that's the original wheat whiskey one. And got this Baker's 7. I always look at the label to make sure I get the high year as I can. Most of the time I'll see a 7 and then sometimes an 8. Like this one's an 8 year, 6 month. That's about as high as I've seen, but I've heard they can go higher. Some more Bardstown, Basil Hayden's. Came close to picking this one up too. I'm really into toasted and double oats. This one really caught my eye. Whistle Pig 12 for $153. And the Old Ezra 7, that's the rye for $81. There's that Nulu in the Amarana. I have a few more bottles over here to the side. Anybody know anything about this Noble Oak? I see the double oak, that's the rye, but I see the double oak bourbon places. Let me know down in the comments what you think about that.
So, interesting experience. She let me film in there, so there'll be some footage, but it was there was music playing, so I'm not sure how much I'll get to actually film. All right, let's get on to the next store. I think the next one we're gonna stop at is called Infinity Liquor. Okay, so just got done with Infinity Liquors. He wanted me to contact the manager again, wouldn't let me film in there, which is cool. So I really like that store. They're a little high on some things, but they have amazing high-end selection. I mean, they have all your Blantons. They had your Whistle Pigs. They had Kentucky Owls. They had some of the Blood Oats. They had 3 different Blood Oats. I think they had a pack 10, a pack 8, and a pack 9. $3.99 on all those. All right, now we're at Glenn's Package Store here in Moss Point, Mississippi. This actually used to be my hometown liquor store. Well, that was a bust too. Owner didn't want me filming in there as well too, which is cool. Really cool little store, nice little selection. Had some pretty top shelf stuff up there. Of course, they wanted complete secondary for it. They had some Jack Daniel's 12 for I think $4.50. Had some Blood Oath, had some Kentucky Owl, had Widow Jane Decadence for like $1.50, which is pretty up there. We're gonna hit 1 or 2 more stores, try to round this hunt out and actually get some in-store footage hopefully. So see you at the next. All right, now we're at Everything Liquor. We're actually in Goshen, Mississippi now. So let's go check this store out. All right, so same story in Everything Liquor. Didn't really want me filming, but great guy, great conversation, everything, really into bourbon and whatnot. Not a huge selection, but still a really nice little selection. They had some stuff, they had a few little things. But what I did pick up, this Maker's Mark French Oak 46. So they had a little gift set, same price as the bottle itself, so picked up the gift set. We're gonna make one more stop. We're gonna stop at Mazzano's in Ocean Springs. Okay, now we're at Mazzano's here in Ocean Springs, formerly Mazzano's. For those of you who don't know, Jonathan Mazzano, who started K. Luke, used to own this place. I believe it was just recently sold
to Doc Mabry's, so they'll be changing the name, I think, to Mabry's later this year. So I'm here to pick up a Weller SR that I got in a rewards program. So I'm here to pick that up, but hopefully they'll let us shoot some stuff in here and see what we can find. All right. Here we go. Double oak. Love that double oak. Garrison Brothers. Knob Creek 12. Creek 9, single barrel reserve. Elijah Craig, toasted barrel. Next to 1920. Nelson Brothers. Some Peerless double oaks. We got plenty over it by the counter. 1910, another good double oak. 3 chords. Y'all ever get the cast strength in of the redwoods?
Periodically.
Very, very kind of rarely.
Yeah.
I haven't seen probably any down here anywhere really. The cast strength versions. I've heard the pipe dream's really good. Might just have to pick that one up. I got one of the Peerless double oaks the other day. As soon as it hit.
Those are nice.
Yep.
Went up to do with it, and they said they would. So when it hits 8 years, they're gonna bottle it and send it.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
that's gonna be one of the first bourbon.
Is it gonna be just a straight bourbon?
Straight bourbon.
Okay, not a finish or anything.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
That's cool.
But yeah, they said they'd hold it for me. I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Trying to think of what else we've got coming. We've got a
Old
bunch
souls,
coming.
good stuff. Yeah.
I think 30. I think I picked 30 barrels now since
30?
we got started
Yeah.
finally.
That's pretty quick in that small
Yeah.
amount of time, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, but they're different. It's not all the same thing. Like
That's
my
right.
Four Roses was supposed to hit yesterday, and he goes, "Hey, we got them. It's hit the stage. You should have it any day." And then I looked and I checked, because there's some stuff on the website where you can check and see what's coming the next day.
Still in transit.
And
yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
it hit the list. It's coming the next. I'm excited. And I told the wife, I said, "Should we put it out?" And she said, "Not until it gets here." And it's a good thing because it didn't show up.
That's right, because now you'd have had
I'd
the
had
phone with
everybody
them blowing
clamoring,
up.
and
Yep.
there I'd have been in trouble. And
I heard this one's good. The
that
Middle
is,
West.
that's not bad.
Heard that one's pretty good. I've heard certain of the Woodenvilles are good. I mean, these are phenomenal, right? The Jack Daniel's barrel
Yep.
proofs. All the Crittenton stuff I love. We're actually going with one of the Mississippi Gulf Coast bourbon groups on Facebook to do a pick in October, a
Yep.
double barrel pick. Yeah.
Double oak?
A double oak, yeah.
Yep.
Double oak.
He's
yeah.
got me a double oak over there.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because that's really what I've gotten into lately is all the double oak stuff.
Yeah.
The 1910, Old Forester, of course.
Well, when I picked that Tawny Port finish, he had a double oak, but it just hadn't been in there long enough.
Quite long enough.
Yeah.
I like the Tawny Port too. I like it.
that was
That's
nice.
really good. Yeah.
That one was nice.
That and then the toasted pecan was good.
Yep.
That's really good.
Yep.
Do you know if those are limited runs?
They
or
are.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
I've got one. He just texted me the other day. Can't remember what it was though, but it's one of his special ones he did. I got a few cases of that coming in.
It's crazy how much he's putting out for that little
yeah.
facility.
Yeah.
All the different finishes and stuff he does.
Yep.
Yeah, he's putting out some really good stuff.
He has. He's got some really good stuff.
Haven't got any of the new loos yet. I want to try some of those, the toasted and some other stuff.
Well, we got some new loos open over there
There
that you can sample.
Yeah, it might be
absolutely.
there. Yeah.
All my
Try 'em
store
out.
picks I got opened. I got
Yeah.
a few of these others, here and there opened up as well.
Okay.
So like the Rendezvous and the Campfire, I got those opened
I
up.
wouldn't mind trying the Rendezvous. Haven't tried
That's
it
a good
yet.
one.
I got just the standard High West, you know, the straight bourbon.
Yeah.
I haven't got any.
I need more people to start drinking rye.
It is,
Too many people just
kind of.
You know, and I have people come in, they say, you know, I said, I want some bourbon. I'm all right, which bourbon are you looking for? What do you like?
That's right.
You know, I like high rye bourbon. I'm like, okay, so what do you like about the high? Well, I like the spice you get.
Well,
like,
you
okay.
might want
to
rye whiskey.
enjoy rye. No, I don't drink rye. I drink bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh. Work with me, people.
Yeah.
The rye threes, have not tried anything of theirs. I did not care for. I mean, it was all good.
I've heard it's really good. Yeah.
And I got 20 cases of cigar blend coming.
Ooh, the rye three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I got 20 cases of a Naranja cask finished.
Okay.
That's not going to be available anywhere else. And they only get 900 cases a year. I can't do that. I'm like, well, then what's 40 cases? Come on, man.
Yeah, what's half? I'll take half.
Well, it wasn't half. I mean, it gets 900. I only want 40, right?
I'm not asking for everything.
So we got to talking a little bit, you know, and I got him some Nika whiskey from the barrel. Have you tried any of that?
I haven't dove into any Japanese stuff yet.
That one's a little Scotch-esque, but it's real light on smoke and everything.
I was big in the Scotch there for a little while till I jumped over to bourbons. Yeah, so
well, you don't jump from one to the other. You sample all of them.
Well, I kind of
It
eased
just
away
depends
from
on
it.
the day.
Yeah,
Don't ease away from any of them.
And then all of a sudden, bourbon just hit different, right? Than the Scotches did. Yeah.
Yep, there's them days.
Same with the Willet pot still. You know?
Yeah.
I personally don't think it's bad. I think the bottle oversells it.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a mild kind of.
Reserve rye is one of my favorite ryes.
Is it? Yeah.
We're trying to expand a little bit. We're going to change out some shelving so that we can get more in. And hopefully make it as confusing for people as possible.
And just kind of spread it out.
Okay, so they had some music playing, so I wasn't able to record the audio. So here they have some of their Japanese offerings. And some of their ryes to the right. Mitkers and the Crittentons there in the Woodinville. There's that Uncle Nearest ride. I hear that Pikesville is very good. There's some more of that Nelson Brothers. There's the Rye 3. Widow Jane Applewood Rye for $50. Some of the Bullet and the 12 year for $55. Haven't tried any of that yet. And Elijah Craig. This Rittenhouse, I hear a lot of people talk about it. This is the Bottle and Bond, so let me know in the comments what you think of it. I hear mixed reviews about that Piggyback 6. That Rendezvous, I was able to sample that. It was really good. Chattanooga, I hear that's pretty good. Let me know in the comments which one of those I should try. I hear that Blue Note Uncut Unfiltered is really good. Of course, that Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. I think that's the proof I have on the one I have, and it's really good. It's an awesome pour. It's a Calamute 16 and 8. Monk's Road for $80. Some more of these Yellowstones. There's that Toasted and the Rum Cask. That Crittenton Bottle and Bond. Really good pour. Some more of that Hirsch. And the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. A lot of people consider this to be a great pour for around 20 bucks. And it is really tasty. Russell's 10, and then the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, another good sets of bottles. There's a Russell Reserve right next to it for $65, single barrel. Some of the Jeffersons. got that Widow Jane 10 year, but I have not yet cracked it open yet. Still looking for that 8 and 9 year on the Baker 7. There's a Murray Hill Club from 133. The High West Bourbon, that's the one I have currently, and it's really good for about 30-35 bucks. I do have that mellow corn, and it is the name that it suggests. It is very mellow. Some George Dickel. And it's a Penelope Toasted, really good bottle. I haven't tried the Architect yet, and people talk about the barrel strength being really good. Wilderness Trail, I haven't tried any of their stuff yet. Or the Rabbit Hole. I do want to try that Middle West. The Tumbling Dice. Whiskey over in Louisiana and Colorado talks about Tumbling Dice, but the bottle looks different from what I've seen, so I'm not sure if it's a different version or not. Fueling Station. He mentioned he had a pit coming in a few weeks or months. Jack Daniel's Sinatra next to Woodinville. Clyde Mays. I have the black label, which is the straight bourbon. No, there's some more Nova Oak. Let me know in the comments which one of these I should try. High Rye Redemption, I've tried it and it's really good. Some more of the Bardstown. There's the Discovery 10. On the Bookers. Ben Holiday Soft Red Wheat, Ball and Bond. Creek 9, some Lux Road, and now we got some Four Roses. He actually has a Four Roses pick in right now. Crittenden's Tawny Port. Have a bottle of this, it's really good. There's a Starlight. And this Old Dominic Single Barrel Select. This is one of his store picks, and it is really good. It doesn't drink like the proof suggests. Newloos and Knob Creeks. He's got some Buffalo Trace for, I believe it was $32.99, limit 1. Knob Creek 12. Boxes and boxes of the Peerless Double Oak Bourbon for those of you looking for one.
Okay, so that was Mazzano's, or Mabry's now. That was really awesome. Got to talk with Dr. James Mabry there for a little bit about what he's got coming up and everything, and some of his picks that are going. So you'll see. Walked out of there with a Weller Special Reserve that I got through the loyalty program. And then while I was there, I picked up this representative that they had. So yeah, super excited. Had a good day hunting. Picked up some really good bottles, had some really good conversations. We'll see how much of this footage I get to use, because there was a lot of music going on in some of these stores. So we'll catch y'all in the next one. Appreciate you watching.